get everything from Instagram, saw this style, and I couldn't resist. So if you guys would like to see how I did my recreation on this look, then stay tuned. So we started off on freshly washed hair. I know, different, right? I untwisted it, showing you my style inspo, and then we got to parting. Y'all, why didn't y'all tell me this parting game is no joke? I edited out a lot of this, but it took me forever to get the part right. And even still, it was a struggle. Now, what I discovered, if you're like me, I really don't like putting product in my hair, but gel is my friend. So once I figured out by putting gel on the hair, it would get the hairs to lay down. It made it much simpler. Now, that's because I have a lot of short hairs that are growing back in, but yeah, gel is your friend. So once you start parting, if you're going to be putting gel in your hair, might as well just put it from the very beginning because it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. Now that we have the parting out of the way, it's time to smooth everything back and style it. Now, this is something else that ruined my life. Now, y'all know I don't do natural hairstyles, and I don't know why I thought this was going to be easy. I didn't want to comb my hair out, so I'm just trying to finger detangle as much as possible. But I am going to smooth out the roots with this brush, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh, all right, we'll put this in a ponytail. We'll finish off the rest later. My hair had other plans. As soon as I put it in that ponytail, it started to get tangled and caught, and I'm like, yeah, this is not it. I don't need to lose any more hair. So I took that out, decided to go back to the drawing board, and then I just separated into 3 little parts, and then I braided it up. Once it was braided up, it was a lot easier to manage and style. So yeah, this is definitely the way I'd recommend doing it if you want to limit as much manipulation to your hair as possible. Do like I did, braid it up. This way it's kind of out of the way, and then you can always work on the roots afterwards. Now that that's out of the way, the next thing we gotta do, yep, you guessed it, is work on this part again. When I tell y'all this part ruined me, I mean it ruined me. So parted it again because some of the hairs got caught up. Just making sure that the part's straight, because obviously part of the style is the part. See where that hair got caught in that braid? I'm telling you, it ruined me. So we're parting, we're smoothing, we're gonna brush it, we're adding more gel. We're doing what needs to be done to get the look to look the way it's supposed to look. After one more cross check with the parts, now it's time to go in with the bristle brush, smooth everything out, and now I add back in the scrunchie. And you guys see how much easier that is? I don't have to worry about my hairs getting caught in a scrunchie, possibly being ripped out. So, guessed it, back on the part. Once that's done, I'm working on the front, detangling that with my fingers as well. And then I'm going to be putting a generous amount of hair gel in my hair, because again, I want everything to be smooth. So making sure that that's completely based, kind of like how you would base a relaxer, and then smoothing it out with the comb, and then just work on brushing that back. So now that it's all smooth out at the top, it's time to go in with my second scrunchie, tie that to the ponytail that I have in the back, and then I am going to end up braiding it into the already braided ponytail. So once it's braided, I'm just tucking my ponytail under. It's just a little bit too long for the style that I'm going for. So I tuck that under. And then before I start to sew, I realized that it wasn't laying flat. So I took a few rubber bands that I had, just kind of wrapped them around so that it can hold my hairs together. So you can see here when I turn to the side, it's a little bit more together. So it's going to make it easier to sew the wefts to my ponytail. So I'm just going to go in and do that. Since it's the first stitch, I do a couple of stitches, so I don't even know what the proper terminology is for it, but I go through the end of the thread that has been sewn through the weft, and then for the first stitch, I do it a couple times. So what you're going to notice here is that once I'm done sewing, I'm taking the thread and needle and bringing it forward. You want to make sure that you do that. This way when you're wrapping the wefts around your hair, it doesn't get caught up. It just makes it a lot easier when you're doing this style. So we have finished the style. I'm just going in with my fingers and just detangling it. Then I'm going to separate out a little piece just to wrap around to cover the wefts so they're not seen. First I go through and I comb that out because you want to make sure that it's smooth, and then just wrap it around, not too tight but not too loose, just want to make sure that it's comfortable. And then once I'm done, I'm just going in with some even spray just so that it can be held. Initially I was going to do hairpins, but if you've ever had hairpins in a ponytail, you know that one can poke you and you may not know where it's at, and it ends up being uncomfortable. So I would just say use a spray if you can. One thing about the even spray, it's gonna dry quickly, y'all. So once I'm done doing that, I go in with my spray bottle with water, and I'm just, want to make sure that I refresh the curls. Now, typically I don't like putting product in hair, but for this look, sometimes with natural or raw hair, it can end up being a little frizzy if the hair is not co-washed or conditioned. So I did end up going in with a product, which I'll show you guys here shortly on the screen, just to make sure that the hair wasn't going to get frizzy. Shout out to my girl Constance for recommending this product. If you're looking for something that's going to be nice and light and add a little bit of moisture without looking heavy and oily, this is definitely the product. Also, make sure you guys check her out on all her social media pages. You guys know she has her own show, the Constance and Show. So I'm just making sure all the finishing touches are there. I'm going in, smoothing out that little piece that's covering up the wefts, adding some more hairspray, brushing it down. Y'all know this can't be a video of me styling my hair if there's not a failed attempt at baby hair. So here goes nothing. Got this little edge brush, told myself, I was like, all right, this little thing right here is not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. But then as we get more and more into it, I'm like, this is not baby hairs. So I tried to do the other side, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working. So we went for something a little bit different. It kind of actually happened by mistake, and I'm like, you know what? It doesn't look bad. So I just went in and just swept it down and took the other side and just kind of parted through it, because I'm like, this will at least look like it's a style rather than me just brushing my hair into a ponytail. So this is what we decided to go with. Comment below and let me know if you guys like, how I went in and just kind of parted that. Still kind of like baby hairs, but not really baby hairs. And also, again, the purpose of this style was for me to really test out the bundle of hair that I got from my vendor, to see if it's something that would hold up, or a company that I would end up working with, so that I can carry hair for you guys. So, because normally, y'all know, your girl is not putting gel and hairspray on my hair the next day after wash day. So I did end up going back in with some more hairspray, as you guys saw, and then I went in with my blow dryer on the cool setting just to dry everything in place, so that my hair is, as unruly as they are sometimes, don't roll back up, as you guys kind of see what it's doing right there by my ponytail. This is the finished look. I think it came out great. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.